Good morning, student. Good morning, student. Now we are going to discuss monetary policy. In economics, policy one understand the set of the rules that help to attain some desired objectives. Since economic policy is concerned with the achievement of certain well-defined objectives, the policy maker has certain tools such as monetary policy, fiscal policy, debt management policy, etc., by which these objectives are achieved. Meaning of monetary policy. Monetary policy is an economic policy that manages the size and growth rate of monetary supply in an economy. It is a powerful tool to regulate macroeconomic variables such as inflation, unemployment, etc. Monetary policy may be defined as deliberate and conscious management of supply of money for the purpose of attaining the desired objectives. Professor Harry Jones defines monetary policy as a policy employing central banks controlled by the supply of money as an instrument of achieving the objectives of central economic policy. Then, Professor G.K. Shaw defines monetary policy as unconscious action undertaken by the monetary authorities to change the quantity, availability, or cost of money. So, the policy are implemented through different tools, including the adjustment of the interest rate, purchase or sale of government securities, and it changes the amount of cash circulating in the economy. The central bank are a similar regularity organization in responsible for formulating these policies. The main objectives or goals of monetary policy are the objectives of monetary policy are the same as the objectives of macroeconomic policy. The objectives have been verifying from time to time depending on the nature of the problem facing the country and the general economic policy pursued by them. Sometimes the objectives are mutually incompatible and the monetary authorities have to make a choice on the basis of priorities. The following are the principal objectives of monetary policy. One is full employment, second one is price stability, third one is economic growth, and balance of payment is the fourth objective. Now we discuss one by one. First objective is full employment. Full employment has been ranked among the for most objectives of monetary policy. It is an important goal not only because of unemployment leads to wastage of potential output, but also because of the loss of social standing and self-respect. The next objective is price stability. Professor J.M. Keynes favored price stability as the objectives of monetary policy. Price stability bring about hardship like inflation or deflation in the economy. Price stability is cumulative in nature. Fluctuating price will bring fluctuating in the economy. One of the price objectives of monetary policy is to stabilize the price level Both economists and laymen favor of this policy because fluctuation in pricing bring uncertainty and instability of the economy. The advantages of price stability: it trends to the trade cycle inoperative and free the economy from all cyclical fluctuations. The second one is during price stabilization, money can perform the functions of store of value and standard of deferred payments. It also ensures equitable distribution of national income among the various sections of the community. It promotes the national economic welfare of the community. It will result in prosperity and that to the real one. It will help to promote business activity in the economy. The third objective is economic growth. Economic growth may be defined as the continual increase in real national income of a country spread over a long period of time, which aims at raising the standard of living of the people. One of the most important objectives of monetary policy in recent years has been the rapid economic growth of an economy. Economic growth is defined as the process whereby the real per capita income of a country increase over a long period of time. Economic growth can be achieved through monetary policy in two ways. The monetary authority should be charged with the responsibility of maintaining the aggregate demand in balance with aggregate supply of goods and services. Monetary policy can promote economic growth by maintaining price stability and optimum use of the productive resources of the economy. The second one, monetary policy can contribute to economic growth by creating economic environment conducive to a higher level of saving and investment. Without high degree of capital formation, economic development is not possible. But higher level of saving and investment demand responsible price stability in the economy. Thus, monetary policy should aim at price stability to provide for economic growth. The fourth one is balance of payment. The last objective of monetary policy since in 1950s has been maintained equilibrium in the balance of payment. Thank you.